Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Great Britain provides Ukraine with more missiles, but hey, do not look at that as being a direct involvement in the hostilities between Ukraine and Russia, okay? And why is that? Because you're not supposed to, okay? So let's see what the UK gives, or you guys from United Kingdom. Anyway, this article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine. It is from today, December 18th, 2022. UK confirms providing Ukraine with Brimston-2 missiles. And I'm quoting, as part of its aid package, the UK has provided Brimston-2 missiles, a precision-guided missile to the Ukrainian armed forces. The message read. How many I would like to know? UK media reported the transfer of these missiles as early as the end of November. Okay. Brimston-2 is a modernized version of the original Brimston missile. The new missile has an improved millimeter wave MV seeker technology, a more modular design and improvements to airframe and software. When launched from the air, the missile has a range of up to 60 kilometers or 37 miles. It is possible to launch it from the ground. In this case, the missile range is up to 12 kilometers, which is 7.7 miles. I think if I use my slingshot, I can hit that far. Brimston-2 is a ground attack missile. It's reactive radar allows it to track and hit even moving targets. It has a pre-charge of 100 grams of explosive to trigger the reactive armor of Russian tanks and a 6.2 kilogram main warhead to defeat the tank's main armor. Okay, so that's what it is. It is ready to blow up Russian tanks or whomever. Not direct participant in the hostilities. I give them weapons to kill you, but don't hit me, okay? Because I'm not actively doing anything but helping them to kill you. That's how the story goes. Such a weasel move, but hey, what do you want? I saw an article earlier, and that article was talking about the Russian reaction to the Great Britain arming Ukraine, and they were talking about using some napalm kind of weapons for Great Britain. I don't know, that's crazy, but as I stated many times before, under the circumstances, any normal, logical person would consider anybody who provides my enemy with weapons to kill me and fight me and win against me, I would consider those guys straight enemies. But, sometimes you don't want to expand, the operation because what are you going to say? Okay, everybody, listen up. You're all guilty. You're all my enemies. I'm going to do what? Blow you up? How? I can't, I agree that in a conventional war, Russia, I would think, doesn't have much chance against the rest of the Europe and the United States and Canada and everybody else who's going to jump in the frenzy of fighting the Russians legally. So up front. But remember, Russia always can end up using its nuclear arsenal as everybody else who has it. So that would be crazy. That's why I think the Russians don't want to consider them direct targets, like what, hitting London or something, because there's not going to be a point of return after that. What are you going to do? If you attack a target in Great Britain, Great Britain is, to be honest, it's, pretty small. You don't need too much to make sure that that's going to be flat. Just being honest. Great Britain has about, 200 nuclear weapons and so on. And okay, yeah, you can do a lot of damage to Russia. You can flatten out a lot of territory in Russia. But you're done. And remember, you're not going to do that because that means everybody is going to do whatever they do best, which is attack other countries. So that's not an option. Probably that's why the Russians do not. They say, yeah, you're participants, because they hope in the future when things will calm down, if they will calm down in a certain way, and they will still have a voice. They will say, yeah, but look what you did, because a lot of fingers will be pointed towards Russia, and they're going to say, well, you are responsible for blowing up civilian targets in, I was about to say China, Kiev, or in other cities in Ukraine, and the damage is of whatever, and they come with a little, I don't know, $600 billion. Right now they estimate about $500 billion. So I'm just, so Russia will say, yeah, okay, you say that, but let me tell you this, look what damage you did to us. And they're going to come with their list, and then the list will say, yeah, and by the way, those damages, that destruction was done with the Western weapons that they supplied. So therefore, they are guilty of that. So they owe us. Probably that's going to be the process of, yeah, you're guilty. I don't do anything about it. But if time comes in the future, which I'm pretty sure they think about the future, right? A few moves ahead, they will say, yeah, but look what you did. All this, all the Russians, and they will bring you a list. All this this destruction was done with your weapons, and you supply these criminals with those weapons, and they killed us. So you are responsible. So you pay up. So that's how it's going to be a blaming thing, like a kindergarten argument, or between 2 kids or 3 kids. That's how they are. That's how we are. If we get to that, we descend to that level. You owe me, I owe you, look at this, look at that. It's unbelievable. And they might look at things that you're like, really, you're going to bring that up? Yeah, we're going to bring that up. Because it works. In court, every little weasel move, you don't have honor. You do whatever you need to do. You're going to show, oh, look, this guy, Scholz, cheated on his wife during the war. Or, I don't know, he's a... whatever you can say, destroy the guy's character as if, hey, since he's like this or like that, has no credibility, he's a weasel, he's blackmailed by those guys, that's why he made his decisions. Hey, German public, that's why you are led by this. All these things, true or not true, will be revealed in times of need. And unfortunately, this is low, but hey, when you're threatened with your existence is threatened, then you go down to any kind of weasel moves to obviously cling to your life. So Great Britain is not involved in this war, but provides my enemy with weapons that are going to kill me. That is probably the Russian version of events and the actions these guys are making or pursuing. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.